Kevin Spacey, Pixar boss John Lasseter, even President Trump. They are just some of the men who have been caught in the fallout from Hollywood's Time's Up movement. It began with explosive allegations against disgraced Hollywood mogul Harvey Weinstein. Women all over the world then taking a stand against sexual misconduct in the workplace. Now, Ronan Farrow, the journalist who exposed Weinstein's behaviour, has published a book igniting a firestorm of new allegations. He sat down with entertainment reporter Sam Rubin, who's with us now. Sam, Ronan Farrow is again sending shockwaves through Hollywood. Explain to us who exactly Ronan Farrow is.
Well, Deb, as you may well know, Ronan Farrow, Hollywood royalty. His mother, the actress Mia Farrow, the father, Woody Allen. He's been in the headlines for quite some time because of his work as a reporter, a Pulitzer Prize-winning reporter. His articles in The New Yorker brought the Harvey Weinstein case wide open in an extraordinary way. Further articles about Les Moonves toppling the head of CBS. Farrow, deeply, deeply respected by fellow reporters. He's taken the stories that he's broken and the story behind those stories, that's what's really most compelling, into this new book, Catch and Kill, a bestseller here in the States. I spoke with him earlier this week.
One of the most powerful figures in Hollywood.
Several allegations of sexual harassment against movie producer Harvey Weinstein.
80 women have come forward
amid new allegations of sexual assault.
His employment was terminated effective immediately.
It was a scandal that exposed 1,000 more and sparked an entire movement.
The new day is on the horizon.
The downfall of Harvey Weinstein, inspiring women to speak out, say "Me Too," and hold powerful men to account for inappropriate sexual conduct at work and elsewhere. It was 2 years ago when the bombshell article was published in The New Yorker by Ronan Farrow, his 10-month investigation sharing allegations from 13 women. Now in his new book, Catch and Kill, Farrow details the bravery shown by Weinstein's accusers and his own as Hollywood's most powerful man attempted to snuff out the story.
Nice to see you. Congratulations to you.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for taking the time.
You detail here in a very captivating way periods where you don't feel safe. There's a car in front of my house. My phone's being messed with. Do you feel safe now?
There is an international espionage plot that unravels in this book and unraveled in real life. And I was in the crosshairs, and even more so, my sources were in the crosshairs. And yeah, at times it was scary. And I had sources telling me to get a gun, and I moved out of my place and went into a safe house. And I was being chased around, and thankfully, there are these incredible whistleblowers from within that operation who, in some dramatic twists in this plot, turned into sources and allowed me to really obtain receipts to prove that that was all happening.
Shockwaves from Farrow's book putting many on the attack, including Farrow's former employer, NBC News, denying claims they knew about misconduct by their biggest star, until that bombshell wake-up call on breakfast television.
Good morning. Breaking news overnight. Matt Lauer has been terminated from NBC News.
America's best-known morning news anchor, fired.
I was aware of that stuff 20 years ago. So how do you think that persists? If that's something, quote unquote, everybody knew, and everybody knew for a protracted period of time?
You know, part of it is people not knowing everything, people knowing some of the story, and I think at the time categorizing it as something more innocuous than it was. And we've had this incredible moment of cultural awakening where we're now understanding the way in which people, particularly women in our profession, were destroyed by this, by rejecting advances and then getting retaliated against for it, by enduring trauma that altered the course of their life and their career forever. So we're taking it seriously for the first time in too long. And, you know, I think the reality is, in many of these cases, too many people did know, and not enough was said.
People have now come to you. I imagine more have come to you than you can possibly even, handle's the wrong word, but report upon.
People come up to me and say that on a personal level, this conversation that these brave sources in this book have helped to open up is helping them to speak. And that is incredibly fulfilling. And that work doesn't end with this book. I hope that this is just the beginning of people continuing to come forward and refuse to shut up.
As articulate in person as he is on the page, of course, the book Catch and Kill levels extraordinary new allegations against both former NBC Today Show host Matt Lauer and the NBC News organization as a whole. Lauer has already issued denials. It seems that NBC News is deeply in flux, trying to figure out how to really respond to the charges that Ronan Farrow has brought up. And as we know, there's been controversy in Australia as well, some suggesting the book shouldn't be released necessarily in Australia, and also that there may be legal ramifications with some of the reporting in the book and how it would affect those in Australia. As we both know, Deb, the story continues.
Yeah, and a fascinating story it is. And Ronan's book, Catch and Kill, thank you, Sam, Lies, Spies and a Conspiracy to Protect Predators. It's a long title. It is available in bookshops now.
Fascinating, compelling read.
Absolutely.
I've had a couple of friends say they could not put it down.
Yeah, don't doubt it.
Top of my list.